We love productivity.
You'll be pleased to know we're on the internet now.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
The interwebs.
We're famous, baby. Holy shit. First things first, I'm gonna make you a PNG tuber. I've already started working on how I'm gonna make Helen talk. I'm just thinking you can just use Helen. I don't care enough to do like a special one for you. You can just use Helen because you're playing her. So I have Helen's line art already done. So I'm debating if I just want to go ahead and do all, like, we can pick all of her colors right now, because I just did a quick little line art edit where the closed mouth and the open mouth. So
okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we can just go ahead and just do her colors, which would be
sounds joyous,
fun, especially since like you're playing her, so give us a little bit of feedback. So my color palette plan for her was... Oh, hi Farsky, how are you? We have someone in chat. Amazing. Okay, go ahead and pin the message. I know, right? So I know that we originally described Helen as a redhead, but then we came up with the idea of, instead of her just having... Oh, by the way, sorry, I gotta put this disclaimer in case Mal or Kryptonite decide that they want to watch this VOD for whatever fucking reason. Click off right fucking now. Since Morgan's here, we're probably gonna be discussing individual arc stuff. If Mal or Kryptonite are watching this VOD, no the fuck you are not, and my threat stands. If I find out you have been using my content against me to metagame, something bad will not happen to you, it will happen to your character. And it will not be a fun thing that they get to overcome as a fun little, oh no, something bad happened, but they get to be stronger later. No, I'm just gonna make something bad happen to your character. Click off the fucking VOD. Okay, I think I've put, if they're still watching it, I've at least put the fear of fucking God in them.
Rocks fucking fall.
No, I won't.
Everybody dies.
I'm not joking. Also, I need you to keep me honest. I cannot talk about some of the stuff that I've been talking about with chat during these like working on streams. Chat has gotten a lot about the NPCs, right? And I don't think I've even shown you guys my like sketches and stuff for the NPCs for this campaign. So like, I mean, this is a character I need to work on at some point today. If you're watching the stream, like, I don't know if you, Morgan, my friend, is watching the stream right now, but this is a character I need to work on at some point today. Chat is almost certainly going to ask me questions about him, and I'm not sure if I will be allowed to answer them. Because you're here, and I don't know how much I can, like, say in front of you, right?
I know nothing.
Exactly. That's the point. I want to keep you guys as in the dark as possible on each other's individual arcs and on the main arc that you guys are supposed to discover as a party, right?
Excellent.
I feel like I should probably give at least some kind of, like, backstory for people who might tune in or who might watch the VODs, who are allowed to watch the VODs. So I'm running a D&D campaign. It's Pokemon-themed D&D. And all this art that I've been working on for the past, like, 5 streams, these are all player characters, or non-player characters for this campaign I've written. So this character that I have pulled up right now, this is my friend's player character who's joining me on stream, and we're gonna turn it into a little PNG tuber so she can actually, like, be next to me. But yeah, I've done a lot of work for these the past, like, week or two.
So much work.
Yeah, I've been working on this. I've had the first session, like, written. I know everything that's gonna happen in the first session. And I have all the encounters, like, done. And the reason we have not started playing yet is because I'm like, ooh, what if I made it into a D&D show? Ha. And then I was like, fuck, if I make a D&D show, I have to make art. So I've been making the art. So yeah, that's the backstory. This is a character from a campaign I'm gonna run. You might be able to watch the campaign at some point when I put it on the internet. Who the fuck knows? Anyway. Yeah. So this is your character. Her name's Helen. Now I put the fear of God. I've given a recap as to what the fuck's going on. Now we can start talking about this. So, we originally concepted Helen as being, like, a redhead and being, like, having same-face syndrome, but that was back when she just had one sibling, right?
Yes. Well, so I think we had established that she was going to have many siblings.
I think, because I think that the original plan was, she had
one super famous and successful sibling.
Yeah, and then eventually we were like, wait, what if there was a sibling for every evolution and each of them had their own careers somewhere, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I came up with the idea of what if the siblings were color-coded to their EVs? So I know we originally concepted Helen as being a redhead, but ever since I suggested the color coding siblings, like I know we've had what is her name? Haley. Haley, was it Haley who's the Flareon user?
Isn't that Heaven? Or no, that is Haley.
No, Heaven's the idol.
Yep, Heaven's the idol.
Yeah. There's Heaven, Heather, listen, everyone's gonna have an H. Everyone in your family's gonna have an H. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to deal with that.
No, that's awesome.
That's great.
Perfect.
Yeah. You misspoke in session 0 and called Helen Heaven, and I was like, that is a Sylveon name if I ever fucking heard one.
Yep.
Okay, I'm looking at our notes. Haley is the, like, TikTok chef. So now I've been imagining Haley specifically with, like, the redhead of the Helen concept art. And I've been imagining Helen as, like a brunette, right? To match the Eevee thing going on. So that's kind of how I'm considering taking Helen. And having that be a more harmonious color palette to Helen with the browns being like the main color of her to make the Eevee thing more obvious, right?
Counterpoint.
Okay.
If she doesn't have that hair color, right? It stresses how not in harmony with the whole Eevee thing she is.
That's fair. But okay, if she and like one of her siblings match in that way, there's an implication that she's supposed to, like there's a like a design implication that she's
supposed to have a Flareon.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm thinking
Sylveon or whatever.
Yeah, because Heaven is gonna have pink hair. Haley has the red hair.
And whoever has the Umbreon has black hair.
Yeah, has the black hair. Whoever has the Espeon has like purple hair. There's gonna be 2 blue hairs, like light blue and a dark blue. You have a blonde sibling who has a Jolteon, and you guys all look like matched dolls, like the same face. It's just the hair. It's just the hair.
We're just trolls.
Yeah, these are troll dolls.
Okay, sure. But, so what would you say that the fighting type hair color is?
The fighting type is usually, fighting type is usually emphasized with like an orangey color, like an orangey brown color.
Yeah.
So, we could have, there could be like browns and like the color of the outfit, or like
yeah.
So like
because the jacket should be kind of brownish, right? I mean,
it's a bomber jacket. It's a bomber jacket, definitely. Another thing that's tickling me specifically, right? Napoleon is supposed to be a fighting type evolution, right?
Yes.
Helen does not dress like a fighting type specialist.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm blowing your mind a little bit, right? But
little bit. I mean,
well,
recall.
Yeah, no, right. You don't know anything
knew.
about Pokemon. But like I didn't bring this up earlier because Helen has this entire arc of doing this for the wrong reasons, right? She's trying to discover the Napoleon evolution to Eevee, not because she's passionate about fighting types, but because she thought this would be the best way to stand the fuck out in her family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
So having her not be a fighting type specialist necessarily, being it something she picked up out of necessity and not passion, is a good thing to have mirrored in her character design, right? She's not dressed in like workout clothes or a gi or like a headband that or like something that communicates she's a fighting type trainer. She's dressed in a bomber jacket,
look like she's from
cargo.
Street Fighter.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't look like she's from Street Fighter. Yeah, which is what fighting type trainers usually look like. She looks like a regular Pokemon trainer, with this slight emphasis on being science-y because, like in flavor text, she has a field journal that she's always scribbling in, and in like everything else, she's a scientist, she's a researcher, she's a nerd. You know? So that's something that's really interesting. So yeah, I think that if we are gonna push her in like the color coding of the Eevees, having her be color coded maybe more towards Eevee and like less towards even fighting type would be the way to go, because Eevee as the evolution Pokemon is also kind of like the Pokemon of potential, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about Helen's entire arc is that she's going to realize, oh, seeking Napoleon is not the best track for me or my beloved partner Pokemon. And I'm doing this for bad reasons, and it's okay for me just to be happy being me without needing without putting the pressure on myself to be excellent. Because I think that's something that would be really interesting to like set her apart from all of her siblings, right? Is Haley has always just been really good with food. Haley has always just been really charismatic and good with food. So naturally, Haley becomes an excellent influencer chef. Jolteon has always just been a naturally sporty person. And so of course they're going to be a track and field Olympian. That kind of thing. Everyone in her family has become excellent through applied passion, not through, like, this necessity. Does that make sense? That's kind of like the angle I'm approaching it from in my head. What do you think?
I mean, I agree with it mostly, but I kind of saw the conclusion of the arc kind of less like, oh, this was a bad goal, and more, it doesn't matter if I achieve the goal. Like, making Napoleon the best, like, Eevee, right? And still chasing the goal of finding that Napoleon, right?
Even if it's not Napoleon, the fighting type evolution.
Exactly. Is like a worthy goal. But the goal is to harness potentia, you know? Like you said, Eevee is the potential Pokemon.
Yeah, it's the Pokemon really of potential, it feels like.
Yeah.
Because of its lore.
Yeah, and so she should be... So at the end of that, Helen should be embracing that and saying, I don't need you to be a fighting type. I need you to be you.
Which is also what she needs to say to herself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also true.
So, in that case, I think that, like, the like culmination of Helen's arc, right? So which also speaks to why she's not dressed like a fighting type trainer, right? She's never supposed to be the Napoleon master of her family, the same way that like Haley's the Flareon master, Heaven's the Sylveon master. Because Haley doesn't see herself as Haley the Clink Talk influencer chef. Haley just sees herself as Haley, right?
Yeah.
Versus Helen is the one who I think is categorizing her family in this way because she feels like she has this pressure that she's, mostly putting on herself.
Well, I think her parents are probably putting a lot of that pressure on her as well.
Right. It might and it might be in kind of that like, oh, we're just so proud of Heaven. Oh, we're just so proud of Heather.
Exactly.
Kind of thing. Just like, oh, you would not believe what we got from Heather. We got the advanced copy of her new book. Isn't that wonderful? Kind of thing.
Exactly.
And yeah, so it's like this inadvertent pressure when it's just we have a large family who we love very dearly kind of vibe. But Helen being the youngest and having so much ahead of her also feels like it's this like insurmountable mountain she has to climb.
And not having that apparent natural inclination.
Right. Yeah. When it turns out her apparent natural inclination is
training Eevees.
Training Eevees and research and making Eevees the best they can be. So like in this list we have of all of Helen's family where it's name, the occupation, and blank their partner, right? Which is like distilling them into their like kind of how Helen sees them, I feel like.
Yeah.
In if Helen was added to that list, it would be Helen, the Eevee specialist researcher, and Napoleon the Eevee.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that would be that's kind of the vibe. So Helen sees herself as Helen the question mark right now, and she wants to fill that question mark with the discoverer of Napoleon. I
think it's more she sees herself as like Helen the nothing.
Yes, there we go.
What she wants is to be the name.
Yes.
When people think about her family, when people think about this family,
yes,
she wants to be the name.
She wants to be the one that eclipses.
The way she's figured that out is to be the one who's done the impossible.
Yes, and in a way, discovering a new evolution, that is a excellent way to just explode, right? That is an excellent way to explode not just your family's notoriety, because all of her cousins and siblings have some degree of notoriety to them. I feel like they all have like niche professions. Like one of them's a self-help author and one of them's like a pop idol, right? Those are two very different professions that is not going to have a lot of overlap. But by having all of those different professions and all those different like spheres of influence, there is in a way more pressure on Helen because she gets mistaken for all of them all at the same time versus there's not really that much overlap between people who are really into marine biology and people who are really into avant-garde art.
Yeah, but if you're into something, then there's a member of her family.
Yeah, there's most likely a member of her family somewhere around there that's very popular. Yeah.
Like the more we're talking about this, the more I'm realizing that Helen is just Encanto, the Pokemon edition.
A little bit. A little bit. Please don't die.
Excuse me.
Please don't die. Yeah. Anyway, this is all coming back to say, I think having Helen be Eevee colored is a good way to foreshadow that arc, right? Instead of having her be fighting type coded.
So I have a suggestion about this.
Okay.
What if she's exactly the kind of person who's paranoid, or not paranoid, but like, obsessive enough to like dye her hair?
Okay.
And then she has there's a visual cue. The more she accepts herself, the more her roots are coming, the more her natural hair
I
color
love you
is
so
actually coming
fucking
in.
much. I am not editing this art to show that arc. I am not fucking doing
That's
it.
valid. That's valid.
Like, here's the thing. If we'd concepted this, like, from the beginning, right? As Helen is a fighting type trainer, like, she's a fighting type specialist, so her first art is her, like, in, like, a fighting type gi. She's got a headband, she's got, like, hand wraps, that kind of thing, and she's in, like, fighting pose. That could have been her first, and then, like, after she's gone through her entire arc, like, her Where Are They Now artwork, which I kind of want to do for you guys, could be her in this more, like, researcher's getup, right? But since we have not done that, then I'm not editing the arc to show that the hair's coming in. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it.
Okay. That's valid. You are doing a ton of work.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is very much a lot. I do like that idea though, I think that's fun, and that is something that's very good. It's just, since this is, like, not necessarily a visual medium, it's a theater of the mind type thing. That's kind of the vibe. I do think that I still want to do, like, a Where Are They Now at the end of this this series. And I think it might just be like a group illustration instead of like these individual character sprites, right? Because a group illustration instead of individual character sprites can be a little looser. I can just do, like, a clean sketch with some soft colors instead of doing these really nice character portraits, right? I think that maybe we could, like, this character portrait, right? We could have Helen with, like, a slightly orangier tone to her hair to kind of signify that fighting type thing. And then in, like, the Where Are They Now kind of epilogue portrait, what we could do is I could have Helen be, like, closer to a true brunette. Kind of as she accepted herself, she became closer to her true self, right? Kind of a thing. And it's like, oh, maybe it's just the shift of the lighting, but it's it's a very deliberate thing, right? Yeah. So, yeah. Hey, Jisming, how you doing? Let me find the fighting type, like, color that they usually use. Because fighting has a very specific shade of, like, orange that it's associated with. At least in, like, the earlier games. It's very clearly associated with, like, a color of, like, this, kind of soft orangey color to it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna zoom in, and if you see on the clip studio here that we've got, so it's usually shown with, like, this orangey color here in these items that are fighting type themed, and the actual like color in the games is like a red, or it's turning into this orangey in, like, the newer generations.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's kind of always been associated with these warmer colors. These items here are specifically the shade that, like, I'm envisioning when I think of the fighting type. This, like, kind of medium, like, warm orange that could be brown if in like, hair color context, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I make some of these just, like, a little darker and they turn into brown, it looks like.
Yeah.
So, we could definitely do a color like that as her hair color. Because I don't want her to be too associated with fighting type. I think that, like, her fighting type sibling has just, like, scarlet red hair, maybe. But I don't want it to be, I want it to be, like, enough to distinguish that, yeah, she's supposed to be vaguely fighting type themed. But then it is plausible that she's actually a brunette kind of situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Kind of like the sort of like the more auburn type.
Yeah, kinda. And the good news is, since this is digital art, we can just fuck around with colors until we find one that we like.
Too true.
What do you think of this one?
I mean, that seems very true brunette-ish.
Yeah. Very true. Here, I'm just gonna connect all the parts together underneath so we don't have to keep doing that over and over.
Amazing.
What do you think? Closer? This is
I
kind
think
of
that's much closer, yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of like just like a slightly orange brown, it feels like.
Yeah, like a slightly orange brown, yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of the vibe. Do you think? Do you want to go orangey, or do you think that would be good?
I think that's a great vibe because it's just because the other thing is
you also
the other thing is you want Helen to be able to look in the mirror and say, "Yeah, that's fucking orange."
Yeah.
You know?
But then everyone's like, brown.
But everyone's like,
you're a brunette, dude.
No?
You're a brunette, babe.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah. It's orange. I'm the fighting type specialist. It's destiny. Do you have any non-fighting types on your wish list?
Let me pull up my sheet.
Because I think it would be really interesting if Helen bonds really, really hard with a Pokemon that's not fighting type.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know you have a lot of fighting types on your wish list because you think that's what Helen would want, right?
Yes.
But I'm wondering, is there a Pokemon that you think, just would be interesting to have her bond with, like, outside that? She's like, the vibe that we're gonna go for is she's the specialist.
There is my favorite Pokemon.
What is it?
Furret.
Oh, and that would be so good because it's a normal type too.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen the Furret walk meme?
I have not.
Okay, I'm gonna put on the Furret walk meme. It's really cute. How is your favorite Pokemon Furret and you've never seen the Furret walk meme?
Because my friend made me pick out my favorite by just like putting
looking at vibes
pile of like commons on my like common like Pokemon cards.
Yeah, that's fair. Just put a bunch of okay, I guess I like this one. It's kind of cute. Here, hold on.
Yep, basically.
I love Ferret Walk. It's a really, really cute little meme. It's really adorable. It's also got some cute little background music, so I'm gonna put that on. So this is Ferret Walk.
Oh my goodness.
Do you see it? It's kind of there in the corner.
Yeah, that's really adorable.
Isn't it cute? And it's got a song from one of the Pokemon games. Yeah, it's Ferret Walk. It's really cute. I love Ferret Walk. Yeah, we're just gonna have Ferret Walk in the background. That's fine. Ferret Walk can just be in the background. I don't care anymore.
It can just exist.
Yeah, Ferret Walk can be there. That's fine. We can have Ferret Walk. Hey, Alphys, how you doing? Yeah, we've got Ferret Walk. Me and my homies on that Ferret Walk. You already know. There we go. I hope that's not too loud. If it's too loud, I'll turn it down again. But yeah. Yeah, no, that'd be really good. Now it is my goal to give you a ferret, or to give you like a centret that Helen can raise into a ferret. Because I think it would be especially interesting, right? If Helen like learns that her calling is to bring out the potential of Pokemon, right? Yeah. And she learns that through her very intense bond with Napoleon, right? And I think it would be interesting if like Helen becomes like a Pokemon researcher kind of thing, and the subject of her research is bringing out the potential of Pokemon, or like the bond between Pokemon and their trainers and how that can be used, that kind of thing, right? That vibe. I think that would be that would be a good one for her. And I think having also another thing, Ferret's a trash tier Pokemon. Like, it is a trash tier Pokemon. It is not a good Pokemon. But something that's really beautiful about the system that we're playing, and about the Pokemon world and anime in particular, and the way it presents this world, is that there have been several times where, Ash has gone up against Pokemon in the anime that are, in the game mechanics, very high tier, very powerful, way too strong. There is no way, like, his unevolved team could defeat them. And then, through tenacity, and through, through, like, strength of bond, and also through, cleverly outplaying the opponent, Ash has been able to pull off a win. So, in the Pokemon world, really, all Pokemon are equal. It's just a matter of the attention and care needed to bring out their full strength, right? Yeah. And I think that would be something that Helen would be extremely adept at the end of her journey and at the end of her character development, where she's able to, like, help Pokemon and help trainers understand exactly what they excel at and become the best they can be. And, in battle or out of battle. And that's something that I think has good applications to the Pokemon world, even outside of the sport of Pokemon battling, right? Yeah. Because there are Pokemon that are used as, like, service Pokemon used in industry. So having someone who is a specialist in that would be very, very, very useful. Helen joining, like, the league of the great Pokemon professors would be a really good kind of end game for her to be working towards.
Yeah, and you might even argue that, like, the Pokemon, as they interface with, like, everyday life, is such a larger slice of the Pokemon world than the relative niche of
the sport Master. Of Pokemon battling. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Because the way I hate Swish. Swish is one of the worst Pokemon games. But one of the things that I really, really liked about Swish was how they specifically flavored the... Oh, you know what I just realized? sorry, I just went totally off topic. I went to color drop from Eevee for a second, and I realized I color dropped Eevee, like, directly on Eevee, like Eevee's main color. And then Helen and Eevee have almost the exact same color. Like, look at that. Isn't that insane? Like, Helen's just, like, a slightly more intense Eevee. Like, that's so fucking funny.
Helen is just a slightly more
intense Eevee. Yeah, because I wanted to color drop, like, directly from Eevee, just because I thought that would be a good way to like have some starting colors that are cohesive, you know, and then we can tweak them to our needs. Anyway, one thing I really liked about the Galar games was they very deliberately, right? They made Pokemon battling a competitive sport, and they treated it the way like soccer or football or baseball would be treated. And that's a really, really fun and good thing for the lore of the world, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so that's really enjoyable, and that's what I really liked about the Galar games in that respect, at the very least.
I think that was the thing that I liked the most about the Pokemon movie.
The, like, original one?
No, the live-action one.
Oh, the live-action one, Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Detective Pikachu is not a traditional Pokemon story in the sense of, like, you know, an evil team going on an adventure, being a Pokemon master. It's really just a kid, his friends, and the crazy creatures that they're bonded with that make everyday life easier and more possible.
And, like, 90% of the Pokemon we see in passing are either wild, living the life that they want to, or
chilling,
serving a function in society in the same manner that people do.
Yes, and that's exactly that's the most fun way to approach the Pokemon world, in my opinion. Like, everyone is like, oh, here's my Pokemon trainer Sona, and it's like, my Pokemon trainer Sona is getting universal basic income because this is a solar punk utopia and living with some ghost types. Like, genuinely. You know? I would not be a Pokemon master. That's not the life I want to lead. I would be... Oh, God, no. I would be I would just be chilling, man.
I'd be me. Like, that's the wonderful thing about the Pokemon universe. As someone who is looking at it from the outside, as someone who's not been, you know...
Who's not, like, invested in it, who doesn't have it as an autistic special interest like being kryptonite, too. As someone who hasn't written 350,000 words of Pokemon fanfic, here's what I think.
I think that it's the easiest fictional universe to imagine yourself in as yourself and not feel bad. Yes.
Exactly. And also, there's another really, really cool thing about the Pokemon world in particular that is, like, things that we would consider low-level service professions are treated with respect and reverence, you know? Like, even though we have our point of view characters being, like, the player characters of the games, right? Who are Pokemon trainers doing the sport of training Pokemon to become Pokemon masters. Like, there's a lot of NPCs who will say to the player character, oh, we love the Pokemon Mart attendant. Without him, our little town would be so much worse off. We're really glad and we really respect the work he does. That kind of thing. That is not something, you do not hear that in the same capacity in the world in which we live in. You know? Absolutely. And that's something that makes the Pokemon world especially beautiful in my eyes. And that's something that really helps with the whole solar punk utopia idea that a lot of people have pitched Pokemon as. You know? Because Pokemon is a very utopian society as long as you're willing to, like, look past the cults.
Yeah, I don't know much about the cults.
So, the evil team progression, you know, you got, like, Team Rocket. That's just the Mafia, right? And then in the Johto games, oh, it's Team Rocket again. That's just the Mafia 2.0, baby. And then in the Hoenn games, the leaders of the evil teams are just two guys who failed science class, and they're very stupid about it. They're eco-terrorists, but they are fundamentally two guys who failed science class. Then in the fourth game, there's a cult.
Cool.
And then the fifth game? Hey, remember how, like, if you kind of squinted and tilted your head at Team Galactic was a cult? Okay, Team Plasma? Oh, Team Plasma's, like, we're turning the cult vibes up to fucking 11. The very first opening scene of Pokemon Black and White is the coronation of a king. And if that's not cult vibes, I don't know what the fuck else it is. And then the sixth game, Team Flare. Oh, Team Flare's not a cult. Team Flare's just, like, corporate wage slaves who are, like, way too invested in their company. What do you think companies are? What do you think corporations are? Team Flare? Corporate cults. And then okay, wait, no, I was about to say after Team Flare, they're all really bad. When I'm like, wait, no, hold on. Team Skull is the best evil team in Pokemon history. I forgot about Team Skull, because really, the worst evil team in Pokemon history is not Team Yell. Team Yell is just Team Skull, but worse. Team Skull, but with less depth. The real evil team of the Galar region is the worst evil team we've ever gotten. And I'm not going to talk about the Galar games, because all I will do while I talk about the Galar games is just shit on the Galar games. They're so bad. I hate them so much. Like, everyone says that Scarlet and Violet is the worst Pokemon game, but, like, genuinely, at the very least, Scarlet and Violet, like, have a better story. Which is, like, the bar is on the fucking ground. Because Pokemon writing is not always the best thing in the world, but if like, a better story is the thing that makes you better, that is kind of sad. Yeah, I have opinions, in case you couldn't tell.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never noticed that.
I know, right? Like, me having opinions? What?
I mean, I think that there's a lot of aspects to the Pokemon world that, like, I think they didn't think about, and then someone brought it up, and then they kind of had to, like, respond to it.
Yes. That's definitely the vibe.
And the response has been, like, more or less successful over time.
Yeah. Yeah, like, there's one of the biggest gripes about Sword and Shield, right, is that there's no fucking story until the last 5 minutes. And I wholeheartedly believe that the reason that there's no story until the last 5 minutes is because anytime there's any kind of story hook, the champion of the Galar region will show up and he'll say, "Hey, don't worry, kids. I'm the champion of the Galar region. I've got this. You just go ahead and enjoy your journey." And he'll solve whatever story hook crisis there is. And that is specifically a response to the criticism of, oh, how come we never get to do anything in these Pokemon games? Like, why isn't Cynthia stopping the bad guys? She's the strongest trainer in this region. Haha, why are you making a 12-year-old do it? Okay, bitches. The champion's stopping the bad guys. How does it feel?
Yeah, I mean...
Bad, because now there's no game. There's no fun things to do in this game.
There is only so many times that a 12-year-old can save the world before you're like, there is something fundamentally wrong with your world.
Yeah.
Which is a fair criticism,
But also, you have to remember this is from the perspective it needs to be a fun thing for the fucking game, dude.
Although, I think that's why Team Rocket is the best antagonist team. Because it's incredibly low stakes, right? It is exactly the kind of stakes that a 12-year-old could be entrusted with.
You know what? That's actually really true, because Team Rocket, yes, they are a criminal, syndicate. They are a criminal syndicate. They're doing smuggling. They're doing poaching. They are bad guys, and this is something that should be handled by the police. However, a 12-year-old can absolutely kick a gangster's ass in a Pokemon battle.
Exactly.
And a 12-year-old can absolutely kick a gangster's ass so hard that he's like, man, is this even worth it anymore? That is that is something that can happen.
I mean, especially when you're talking about a world wherein, the implements of violence have real agency, such that they can impose the kinds of arbitrary rules
that Pokemon
make
has.
no sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A 12-year-old could totally be like, no, you're not stealing my Pokemon, and now I'm going to chase you around this entire region until you stop stealing other people's Pokemon.
Yes, absolutely.
That is exactly what a 12-year-old would do. That's the most 12-year-old thing you could have.
Versus when you get to, like, the Sinnoh games, which are really good. They're very fun games, and they're very good Pokemon. They have been called peak Pokemon for a reason. When you get to the Sinnoh games, the core evil team climax of that is that they are actually trying to destroy the world. They are trying to just completely wipe the world clean. The world will no longer exist. They are trying to, I don't know how else I can say they are trying to destroy the world and have it be very serious, because that is what they are trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that should be handled by the most powerful Pokemon trainer in the region. And Cynthia, the champion, the most powerful Pokemon trainer in the region, is specifically not indisposed during the scene where you, the player, have to stop the bad guy from destroying the world. She is right there, and she's like, hey, player character, I think you can handle this. Wink. And you can handle it, certainly. And she was right there just in case you couldn't handle it. But what the fuck? Hey, player character.
Yeah.
I'm a sexy blonde lady. You can handle it. Wink.
I mean, it is a little bit like there's a one-story building on fire. Go in there, kid, and rescue some people. Like, yeah, okay.
We got here
sort
somehow,
of doable, but like, I'm not sure you should be responsible for like anything if that's your decision-making processes. And I suppose they could, and I'm here if they can't.
It's specifically like there's a situation where if you look at like Red's the player character of Red, Blue, Yellow, etc. He is in canon, the lore, the one who took down Team Rocket, right? Red was not there to stop Team Rocket. That was not his focus. Red was just a kid who was in the right place at the right time and was powerful enough to make a difference.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the difference. Like, all the other games are very much right place, right time, strong enough to make a difference. But also
the scale of what that difference is.
The scale of what that means. Yes, exactly. Red is very much the kid who went into the burning building and stopped and saved some lives. But that is something that it's like, oh, our local hometown hero. And local hometown hero has now included the actual gods of the universe. And that's a little, hey, I don't think a local hometown hero should be doing that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that you have a very well-functioning society where that's the person who you turn to.
I mean, it's not even, and it's still very much a circumstance thing, right? Mm-hmm. It is still very much a, Mayor Brendan was in the right place at the right time to stop the eco-terrorists. May and or Brendan, player character of, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, they were the ones who unraveled it just because they were at the right place at the right time. They kept bumping into these guys enough to put together the realization of what they were trying to do. And that's kind of the situation of all of the player characters, basically. Throughout the course of your journey, you are in the right place at the right time to figure out the crisis and solve it. And you are strong enough to solve it. But, why does a player character have to be in the right place at the right time to solve these crises? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we have institutions.
Yes, exactly. And is the Pokemon League a sporting institution? Or is it a governmental institution? That is a question that has never been answered.
Yeah, quasi-empowered, legal force? Not sure this is a great plan.
Yeah. 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 So real. So real, bestie. Did I never ink that line? I'm gonna devour something. I never inked that line. Send fucking help. I'm a dumb little baby. And I missed a line.
Don't say mean things about yourself.
I'm a dumb little baby. I'm the world's stupidest little baby. I'm a stupid little baby. Wait. I'm a little baby man. I'm a little baby. I'm a little baby. What are you gonna do? Oh no, I'm a little baby.
Stop. This is my friend you're talking about.
Oh, wait, I'm a little baby. I'm a little bitty baby. I'm stupid. You don't like that?
No.
What's the matter? You don't like me being a stupid little baby?
You're not.
But I am though. Wait. Do you see? I'm crying. Wait. What?
Oh my god.
What? I'm a stupid little baby. What are you gonna do, huh?
Put you to bed?
Okay. Good night. Honk shoe. Me. Fucking stupid, right? Honk and dare I say it shoe. Snork and dare I say it me.
Yep.
Yeah. Much. That's it. You got it. You got it in one, man.
Bye, person.
Hello. You gotta head out? No problem, Jisming. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with us. I know it's very, very, very late. Thank you for staying up and hanging out with us if you're staying up and hanging out with us. I've got this very, like, monotone coloration going on right here, but what do you think so far?
I really like the jacket and the pants. I'm
not sure what to do for these accents. I'm not sure what to do with these accents too. I want to have like a medium color here, and yeah, I think that having a lighter medium color for the undershirt is cute, but I'm not sure what else that lighter medium color would be, other than like this like brown color, you know? Maybe I could make it. I mean,
you could make that shirt that really orange. You could make that really strongly orange color.
Ooh, hey, that's not a bad idea.
You know, because that's something that she's donning. You know, she's
yeah.
Literally putting it on.
Yeah. There are other shades of this we can try.
I kind of like that.
I think it's like just a little too loud.
Little too much. Yeah.
Like that's better. In my opinion, in my opinion, it just looks a little bit more cohesive. But there's other shades that are like in this like canon pool that I'm like pulling from.
Mm-hmm. So weird having that thing like behind.
What?
Having the sample thing that you're drawing from.
Oh, you know. Yeah, it's just living there. Yeah. There's one of these that I really liked. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Is that one? So remember, I think I pulled from one of these and I was like, no, that's way too intense. Oops, wrong there. Also, hello, Colin. How are you doing? Welcome. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that having the orange be that medium tone, I think that is the right move there. It's just a matter of finding which medium tone is the best medium tone to use.
Mm-hmm. I was looking up, like, fan designs for a fighting type Eevee.
Okay.
And there's only one good pun name.
Okay.
Which is so annoying. And it's Champion, which is
Champion
great.
is really good.
It's good. It's really good.
Champion
but the
is
rest
so
of them
good.
It's really good. It is actually really, really good.
If they ever do like a canon fighting type Eevee, I think they will go with Champion. Because Champion is so fucking good.
It is really, really good.
Yeah. I think that Napoleon was fucking inspired. That being so fucking real. Like, yeah, you're right. That Napoleon.
Right? I think it's great.
It's really
and it makes
good.
me happy, but like
that's so fucking good. Like that fucking one shot killed me.
it was so good. I was very pleased with myself on it. But like some of these are really bad. Like Brawleon.
Puncheon.
Yeah, Puncheon.
Okay, tell me you're in middle school without telling me you're in middle school.
Middle school.
That is literally like, okay, but also Leafeon is kind of a middle school name for an evolution, so I can't say too much.
Yeah, you can't, like, I think the best of them are the ones that have the most, like, punish relationship with other words. Like, I feel like that's just true for Pokemon names.
Yeah, I agree.
Feel like, overall, a Pokemon name can be judged based on how
good of a pun it is.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think of the new Pokemon that are from the new region? That are the new legendaries, right? And they're named Okie Dogie, and it's a dog Pokemon. Monkey Dory, and it's a monkey Pokemon.
Oh, no.
And Pheasantipity, and it's like a bird pheasant Pokemon. Isn't that great? Do you like those?
Oh my gosh.
That's good, right?
Okay.
Like, that's good? What do you think?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Unfortunately, that's really good.
Yeah, no, I mean, like...
Do you want to see what they look like?
I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah, they're pretty goofy looking. IMO, but I like them a lot. Here, let me look.
They're very goofy looking, but... I mean, I have to say, I like... Pheasantipity, I like a lot, actually. Like, Okie Dogie and Monkey Dory.
Do not say a single goddamn bad thing about Monkey Dory. This is a Monkey Dory stan account. I love him. He's my favorite. You'd think, oh, you motherfuckers thought that Okie Dogie would be my favorite because Yuki's a furry. He looks like he could break your back. No, you see my little mans? You see my little mans? You see the littlest of mans? Do you see him? I'm zooming in so you can see him. Look at...
I think he just gives off a little bit too much Mocho Jojo vibes.
Shut the fuck up! Mocho Jojo was the best Powerpuff Girls villain.
I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying.
Oh, look at the he! Look at the him! Look at the him! Timothy, my beloved! He's such a loser! I wanna dunk him in milk and throw him at the wall. I love this little guy. He's so dumb. He's so fucking stupid. He prayed for wisdom, but he is still no thoughts head empty. I love him. I don't know what else to say, Your Honor. I love him.
I mean, you're valid. You're very valid.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that coming from you. Because he really is. This guy? Peak. I love him. I love this little guy, Yuki. Also Yuki. I want to dunk him in milk and throw him against the wall. And my love comes in all forms. You would be lucky if I dunked you in milk and threw you against the wall. I want to hear him make a wet smacking sound against drywall.
Boy, that could have gone so many ways.
I said what I fucking said. Also, if I don't get fan art of Toon Yuki getting, like, guts absolutely rearranged by Okidogi on my desk by Monday, I will be officially disappointed in chat. I'm just throwing that out there. You guys can do whatever you want, but I'm just putting that out there. I'm just throwing that out there for you guys to do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. Back to Ferret Walk. Back to Ferret Walk. Yeah. What were we talking about? I feel like we were actually having, like, a normal human conversation, before I became extremely, extremely normal about Monkey Dory.
I think we were talking about the different names that people had come up with for, like, fake Eevee fighting.
Right. Champion is horrible. Champion is genuinely
Champion's
horrible.
great.
Oh, no, sorry, no, not Champion. What was the other one that you said that was really... Brawleon. Brawleon is not great. Brawleon is not good.
No. And Puncheon is even worse.
Yeah, Puncheon is the one I said, tell me you're in middle school without telling me you're in middle school about. Gotcha.
Leedion, also not great.
Wait, what?
Leedion.
Lebion? How the fuck do you spell it? How the fuck do you spell that?
Like lead and then eon.
Leedion.
Yes.
That's horrible. What Eevee would that even be? Like, was that also fighting
type? If it was steel type, it's fighting. That's sort of thing. If it was steel type, I think it would be kind of funny.
Steel type Leedion or like Ledion. But we have...
Yeah, exactly. Ledion.
Cone just summed it the fuck up. Leafeon. Yeah, Leafeon's right there. Pokelat's saying kill me on.
Oh, here's an even worse one. Tuffeon.
Tuffeon! Tell me you're not tough without telling me you're not tough with that fucking name. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's not good.
Although, the ghost type nickname that came with Brawleon is pretty good. It's Anubion.
Anubion. That's pretty good.
I kind of like that. Like that.
Like, yeah, I feel like Anubion also might have worked for, like, a dark type, but we already have Umbreon. Mm-hmm. And Umbreon's a pretty good name, because Umbreon's got, like,
Well, Umbra means dark.
Yeah, Umber means dark, and yeah, so. Okay, so I'm realizing now that, like, a darker, like a medium tone instead of, like, an almost black tone is going better with the jacket. And now now it's bothering me because we have now two medium tones next to each other, and I don't know what to do. Hell on earth!
The color theory is not working!
I'm so bad at art! I'm great at art. What about Carbion for a Steel-type evolution? Because Carbon, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's good.
That's actually pretty good, yeah. What are some other, what are the types that haven't been represented with...
Fighting and, flying, apparently, so you could do something like,
Avion?
Ilion!
Ilion? Alien! And, oh, that's cute. Well, hold on, what... An alien Pokemon? What type would an alien Eevee look like? You know?
Space a type?
No, there's not like a space type.
But flying, you could do like something with like aileron.
Well, what about Avion?
Oh, Avion, that would work.
That's good,
too.
Right? Avion?
Yeah.
Thank
Avion, that would work.
Thank you. Is there a fairy type Eevee? Yes, it's Sylveon. It's the pink one with the ribbons. Ghost type Anubion is really good. What about like I'm trying to think of like
Bug
ghost
type.
words. Bug type?
Bug type EV.
I know I've heard some really good bug type names. I cannot think of any at the moment right now. All that's coming to mind is Buzzion. There's gotta be a really, really good one for ghost type. Like a really good one for ghost type, right?
I mean, a Nubion's pretty good.
A Nubion is pretty good, but I feel like there's one that's better. Because, like, with a Nubion, you're really stuck with that Anubis inspiration.
Egyptian thing, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Versus, like, a more general, like, kind of vaguely spooky evolution, right?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't be a Nubion.
Flutteron.
Flutteron?
That's pretty good. Flutteron's pretty good for
Flutteron. Buzzion. Casperion? That's kind of...
Yeah, I feel like that's a little too close to, like... I don't know. It's not... It's not working.
It's very clearly Casper plus Eon, but it's also something that the Pokemon Company might potentially use, right? Might do.
Yeah.
But, so I don't know. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Casper's coming into public domain soon.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's from the 40s.
Oh my god, I'm so excited because I love Casper the Friendly Ghost. He's so fucking cute. I'm very excited that he's coming public domain. I feel as if they'd go for a Wraith or Spectre direction. Raytheon, Spectrion, Spectorion. Eh. Yeah, there's something there. Like, there's something, and we just need to find it, you know? We need to find the peak EV. That's pretty cute. That's coming along pretty cute. I feel like this needs to be like a lighter tone. Like, this needs to be the boots need to be on the same like shade level, like value level as the shirt. It's just a matter of getting that to yeah.
You could go for more of a khaki color, I guess.
Maybe. I want to do something to check something, but...
Oh my god.
What?
Apparition?
Apparition! That would be really good. Apparition. That's powerful. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so, like, do you see how, like, now that it's all grayscale, all the values are kind of looking good? I want the shirt and the shoes to be on the same value here. Kind of like with the hair. Yeah. You know? Because the hair being that value, the hair and the shirt being that value is, like, your accent, right?
Yep.
So having, that's the vibe, that's fine. I know what I'm doing. What are some other good evolution names? That's cute.
You know, they should... So the unnamed ones, I think, are dragon, steel, flying.
I think Drakion is probably the most clear cut. for
it's
a
so
dragon-type
boring.
evolution. It is boring, but I think it is the most likely. Like, Leafeon, extremely fucking boring, but also what they eventually went with. So.
Yes. But they could have gone with something like,
What's a better Drakion?
It's a better Drakion.
Because that's the real question. What's better than Drakion? Oh, hello! Jordan, what the heck? Thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciation. Welcome. We're talking about Pokemons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pokemon, bitch.
Someone make Yuki take
Serpion? Drakeon? Scaleon? That's what,
Scaleon.
Scaleon's okay.
That's pretty good.
Scaleon's,
pretty
I
good.
really think Drakeon is, like, the best Eon you can do, if I'm being so real, though.
Yeah, I think the problem with Scaleon is it's not specific to dragon.
Plebeion.
Plebeion. That would be the normal type evolution.
No.
That would be the EV normal type.
No, it the fuck would not. No, it the fuck would not. No, it the
Yes, it
fuck
would.
not.
Yes, it would.
No.
Canon now.
No,
It's canon.
Kills you. Plebeion.
Yes. Oh my
That's really
god.
fucking good. Pokelotz, I just dropped
That's
a goddamn
amazing.
nuke in the chat with Plebeion.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, that's really good. Okay, what about ground or rock type? What do you got? There's gotta be some good, like, rocks or something that you can name, like, a rock type evolution after, right?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh god. What's it called?
Oh, that is not the one I wanted to do.
Lithion.
Oh, Lithion! That's good.
For rock type.
Okay, you know what's getting me? So, look at the belt here, right? So the belt
Uh-huh.
and the jacket are very similar values right now, and that's giving me problems. But I'm wondering if there's a way I could make the belt a different hue that would give it better contrast. But now the question is, what hue can I give to this belt here that will make it, right, you know?
What if you made it black?
Like just straight up black?
Yeah.
I tried that and it looks a little too off. Like, here, let me show you. Like, this is a more, oops, wrong layer. Like, this is more of like a brownish black, but you can see how it's just a little too harsh when in conjunction with the khaki pants. See?
Yeah, I see that.
For the rock type, Kona is suggesting like a crystallized looking Eevee. What, like a Crystallion?
No, the rock type's gotta be Lithion.
Lithion is extremely good. But, like, what would Lithion look like?
Oh, definitely very, like, crystal.
Yeah, so if it's, like, crystally looking, it should be, like, Crystallion or something.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. Crystallion is you might as well call it Medallion.
Medallion would be a really good fighting type. Because fighting types, you win medals.
You're a champion.
Champion's really
So
good. So fucking good. But, like, Medallion...
Someone made a fighting fairy type called Speedion.
What?
Someone made a evolution that is a fighting fairy, and it is Speedion.
Speedion? What? Something that has to do with quartz for a rock type evolution. Quartzion? I don't know. Like, Lithion is really good. But, yeah. Anyway, sorry, like...
Oh my... Silicon.
Silicion?
Silicon.
Silicon. Silicon. Silly lickin'. He's silly and he's
Silly
licking you. And he's silly looking. Silicon. That would be pretty good, yeah. But yeah, that's the problem with making the bag just like fully black. It just doesn't have the right contrast with the pants here, right? Which is bothering me.
What if you went in a very different direction and you made it like white? It's gonna be hard given the background, but
well, the background's gonna be transparent, so we just need to look at like, you know. And another problem is if I make it a white color here, then it will still have that same problem of getting lost in the pants.
Yeah.
So
true. What about green? What about a greener?
I mean, hey, anything works.
I'm just tossing out things.
Yeah. Like a blue to complement the orange. Yeah, we've got a very very warm color palette is the thing. So anything has to and it all has to be like cohesive in that way, which is why I've been sticking with like browns and oranges. Like a pale yellow is not a bad idea, but it will get lost in the pants because you're wearing khakis.
What do you call a group of Eevee evolutions?
Like a shiver of sharks or
yeah.
I don't know.
A criterion.
I hate you. 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 No, the fuck you do not call them that. No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't.
It's canon now.
I'm gonna criterion your ass if you don't watch it, bitch. So dumb. Two medium tones together is fine, actually. I don't care anymore. Two medium tones right next to each other is fine, actually. I don't care anymore. It's actually a good idea. A criterion of EVs. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Y'all motherfuckers. So stupid.
I'm just disappointed that Dragion is like he's like the best dragon type.
Yeah, Drakion. Well, Drakion with a C, like a Draco kind of thing.
I think Dragion is like probably a little better, but like
Dragion?
Yeah.
Dragion these nuts across your face?
Exactly.
Okay. Dragion these balls across your face.
But I mean, we got some good names in there. Avion.
Avion's really good. I'm very happy I came up with that.
Apparition.
Apparition's very good. I don't think that it's not what they would go for, but it's very good.
Lithion.
Lithion is very good, but I do not think it's what the Pokemon Company would go for.
Yeah, well.
We're writing this, not them, so they can suck my ass. Suck my ass through a straw.
Poison. What would be a good poison type name?
Toxeon?
Toxeon? That's pretty good. Right off the bat.
Nucleon? No, that's horrible. Radiation? Radiation! No, radiate, because it's shun.
Radion? That's a...
Radion? Radion would be actually really sick. That would be really sick. An Eevee that was exposed to, radiation, and then But also, you know what? So I'm going to do a little bit of autistic lore dropping on you here for a sec. The Pokemon universe is almost exclusively shown to use green forms of energy, like hydroelectric or geothermal power. There has never been a discussion of like non-green forms of energy in Pokemon, except in the one game, Shadows of Almia, where the core crisis of that game is that they are trying to move away from using fossil fuels for energy, and the evil team has decided to enslave Pokemon to do that. To do fuel, to do energy production. They're enslaving Pokemon, right? And that's because they're moving away from fossil fuels. So this implies that there was an extinction event on par with the extinction event that happened in our world that caused oil to happen, and it implies that fossil fuels are not used in the Pokemon world, despite the fact that they exist, right? I think specifically, actually, if I'm remembering my lore correctly, the like amount of fossil fuels were drying up, and they couldn't find more, which is what was causing this energy crisis. So I'm wondering if perhaps there are stronger ecological protections in place that are preventing discovery of new oil wells, right? Because displacing Pokemon, I feel like, is a more dangerous thing to humans than displacing animals in our world, right? Because, yeah, you can displace cats and dogs and coyotes and shit all you want, and they're just gonna be kind of annoying about it. But if you displace a fucking Rhydon, that Rhydon's gonna destroy your house. Rhydon can kill you. Rhydon can kill you and your whole family. A single Rhydon can level cities. There's a lion that burns with the power of the sun. Sorry, I'm just thinking about lore implications now. Anyway, this was a very, very long tangent, right?
But there are boats, so presumably those boats, and they have like electricity and stuff.
Yeah.
So
the electricity is all generated through like geothermal or hydroelectric or other forms of green energy.
Yeah, but a boat can't.
Doesn't have green energy in that way. Yeah. That's right.
Unless they have some sort of like weirdly hyper efficient battery system.
I imagine that they would, because Pokemon being Pokemon, right? Pokemon being Pokemon, like a Pikachu can store more energy than a battery could, right? Then something says, yeah. So I imagine that there might be some kind of hyper efficient battery system based on studies of Pokemon, because a Magneton is it's a living being, but it's also a non-organic being.
Well, there's also yeah.
I went on this long tangent, right? I went on this long tangent to say that we have never seen any kind of radioactive energy production or like explicit radioactive study on the level that would cause like radiation poisoning. I'm not sure if X-rays have ever been confirmed in the Pokemon universe. I'm not sure if there are Pokemon that use that kind of power.
No, wait, doesn't Nurse Joy do an X-ray of...
Oh, so they do have some kind of radiation studies then, but there's never been any kind of radioactive energy production, which is what produces like the toxic sludge in the X-Men comics, right? That mutate people. So
yeah,
this is all just going to say Radion might not exist, even though it's a great name, just because radioactive pollution and such might not exist in the Pokemon universe. Which, yeah, I'm certainly saying words. What are some other EVs?
We're still missing a ground type.
Ground type. Muddion.
Eh.
You don't like it?
Nah.
What's wrong with Muddion, huh?
Same thing that's wrong with Plebeion.
Plebeion was so good. It was so good, though. I think that Toxion is probably the most likely one that they would go with.
Yes, for poison.
Yeah. Just because, like, it's pretty obvious, you know, it makes sense, it's good enough kind of thing. Slagion? Slagion? Like, isn't slag, like, volcanic? Not necessarily just, like, ground? Because ground type is different from rock type. And ground type is more like mud and earth and soil, and rocks is like geology, you know? And slag is very specifically like volcanic. And they already have a fire type, so I don't know if they would like mix concepts like that. I have no idea.
I mean, Volkion would have been a pretty good name.
Volkion would have been, but we got Flareon instead, so
Yep.
Womp womp.
Terrion?
Terrion's not a bad one.
Terracotation?
Terracotation. What do you think? Is that cute?
I like it, yeah.
What color do you think? Oh, the eyes match the match their hair colors, right?
Probably.
Okay. Ah, it's this comic maker! What are you doing here? Go away! I'm embarrassed. Ah. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing? Oh, Seismicion? Seismion? Seismion? Is Seismion a good one for ground type? Maybe.
Seismion.
Seismion. No, wait. Actually, no, I'm hearing myself now. Never mind. Shut the fuck up. Do me a favor and just shut the hell up. Like, forever. Okay?
So mean to me.
Hi, Amanda. Amanda's in the chat. Say hi. You know Amanda, right?
Hi.
I've told you about Amanda, right? They're my friend. They do the YouTubes as well.
The Yuba Tuba.
The Yubity Tuba. Amanda, I've got a friend with me. We're talking about EVs. We're trying to come up with good names for fan evolutions. Dirt Eon. Mud Pie Eon. What do you think of Mud Pie Eon, huh? Is that good? Do you like it?
It just rolls off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue. Mud Pie Eon. Dirt and Worms Eon.
Soileon.
Soileon. Chocolate pudding, crushed Oreos, and gummy worms Eon. Dustyon? Dustyon's kind of cute. Hold on, Dustyon's cute. Hey, I'm kind of realizing something as I'm coloring Helen here. You know who Helen kind of looks like? Just a little bit, just a little bit, like a little bit. Like a little bit.
Who?
Hold on. I'm kind of ruining the joke, but because you guys can see the corner, my little Firefox there in the corner, but kind of looks like kind of
Oh.
kind of. Are we seeing it just like a little bit? I think that having the glasses helps. Having the glasses helps.
No, not Gary.
A little bit. I'm sorry. A little bit. A little bit. I'm sorry.
But he sucks.
No, he doesn't. He's not. He's cool. Well, you don't know Gary the way I know Gary. Gary gets some character development in later seasons of the anime, and he actually becomes a really cool friend to Ash. Gary follows in his grandfather's footsteps and becomes a Pokemon researcher. Which is pretty cool. Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah. But a little bit. I think I was misremembering Gary's hair color a little bit, because Gary has darker hair than I remember. But
I mean, yeah.
A little bit. Like, the vibe is definitely there.
Yeah, there's some of the vibe. Although, I don't anticipate Helen appearing with, like, a bunch of girls in the car.
You know what the fan club feat is based off of, right? It's based off of Gary from the anime.
Really?
Yes, that's what the fan club feat is based off of!
That is what it is! Oh my god. So, actually, yeah.
So,
that could totally happen.
10,000%. I'm sorry. You're just giving me ideas for things that are going to happen to your character. You know that, right? You keep saying things, and that just makes me decide, oh, that's going to happen to Helen at some point. That's just going to happen to Helen at some point. Oh, a sweets-themed Eevee would have been really cute. Yeah, that's pretty cute. Like, a dessert-themed Eevee would have been, like, a really good one for, like, us, Can I fucking talk? Why am I a streamer if I can't talk and I can't make the thoughts in the brain become the thoughts from the mouth?
Because that's the funny part.
Is it? Is this funny? Do you guys think it's funny when I stutter over my words and I cannot say things and I can't say fucking words? Is that funny? Is it something that's entertaining to you guys when I just like suddenly
Does this amuse you? Does it entertain you?
When I blank out in the middle of a sentence and I look like a fucking idiot? Is that entertaining? Is that content? Is this content? I just want to know. I just want to know. So I can stop being fucking insecure about it, because fairy type! A dessert or sweets-themed Eevee would have been a great candidate for a fairy-type evolution, but unfortunately we got Sylveon, which, while cute with its magical girl aesthetics, has already filled the niche of a fairy-type Eevee, so it's unfortunate that we will not be getting a sweets or desserts-themed fairy Eevee. That was the thought I was trying to communicate. And there it is! I communicated it!
Hey, no, we can totally do it, because you get a fairy and grass type.
We gotta get single type Eevees first. We gotta get single type Eevees first.
We're only down to we only need 2 more. We only need 2 more and we're done.
And then we can start doing
2 more and we're done. And then we can start doing the pairings. And then we can start doing 2 types.
Oh my god, that's so many fucking Eevees. That's so many goddamn Eevees. Why is there so many goddamn Eevees?
Just imagine if there was like so this is going to be incredibly nerdy, okay? I'm about to be so nerdy with you.
Okay. I'm ready to make fun of you.
There is
water is Slurpee on. I like that.
There is a theory that states that this is an unprovable, this is one of the Millennium problems, which are math equations, or math problems that if you solve them, you get $1 million.
But they're unsolvable.
But they're kind of unsolvable. Anyways, one of them is, it's a conjecture, and it states that there are, there's an infinite, it deals with the ratio of prime numbers to like just all numbers, right? And it states that there is an infinite number of prime numbers, and in fact, like the infinite number of prime numbers is the same size as the infinite number of whole numbers. So it has to deal with, there's a lot of like complex like set theory stuff.
Because infinity is proportional to infinity.
Exactly. So,
Okay, solved. Infinity is proportional to infinity. Done.
Well, except that it's not, because in order to be infinite, it can't be contained by a ratio or size.
Yeah. And if you look at it, prime numbers are less common, quote unquote, than other numbers, but all numbers are infinite.
Exactly. So you're dealing, this is like set theory stuff, and it's fun. But relating it back to the Pokemon, you could have a world in which there are as many evolutions as there are Pokemon. So you could have Pokemon Masters whose whole thing is to catch them all, means to catch all of the different Eevee
There's
types.
A fan game that is just this. I swear to God, there's a fan game that's just this theory that you're discussing with me. I know I've seen it on Tumblr, and I do not remember what it's called, but every single Pokemon in the game is an evolution of Eevee. And they're all, like, different types and different specialties, like, within those types, like, that kind of thing. No, that's so true. And Eevee's the evolution Pokemon specifically because it has unstable DNA and it evolves based on its environment, right? So, like, yeah, a Vaporeon that evolved in a riverside would be different than a Vaporeon that evolved on a beach coast. Oh, fuck!
You could even have like generations of evolution, right? Like you could have
a Vaporeon, like, that Vaporeon that blew up, that Vaporeon that grew up on the beach side and then lived in the middle of the ocean, and it mated with like a middle of the ocean Vaporeon. That Pokemon would be different, and then deep sea Vaporeon.
Exactly, deep sea Vaporeon.
Holy shit! And like a Midwest cold like Glaceon would be different from like a Russian tundra Glaceon.
You betcheon.
You betcheon. You bitcheon. God.
Oh hey Darion.
Oh hey Darion. How's it going on?
Just the Meowth, the Meowth Eevee is just a Midwestern Eevee who just adds Eon to Midwestern phrases. Oh, Eon. Oh, hey, Darion.
So fucking stupid. You want to get some Dunkin' Donuts with me, Darion? I don't know anything
about... Dunkin's the East Coast. What you doing there?
Wait, what? Oh, no. Where's Dunkin'?
That's Boston.
That's Boston?
Yeah, Dunks is Boston.
What the fuck do you guys have?
Oh, we got the
kills myself. Stop talking like this.
You know, we got the
I'm fucking
we got them
done.
Packers on. Packerions.
Those fucking what? Hold on. Conan Chat is telling me that Duncan is near the West Coast, not the East Coast. One of you motherfuckers are lying to me. One of you are
Boston.
One of you are
Dunks
lying
is
to me.
Boston.
One of you are lying to me.
Dunks
Who is lying to me?
Boston.
Don't lie to me on these Neopets. So stupid. Oh, God.
I mean, there's Dunks everywhere. But it's started in Boston.
Oh, so it's like a thing in Boston.
It started in Boston.
Oh,
it was a Boston thing. It was a Massachusetts thing, yeah.
Oh, kind of how like Whataburger is like a Texas thing, but they're kind of like all over now.
Yeah, or Culver's. Culver's started in Wisconsin.
You keep trying to get me to eat Culver's, and I keep telling you there's one, and it is like 2.5 hours away from me.
It's worth it. It's worth the drive.
I'm not driving 2.5 hours.
That 2.5. That's 2.5 hours. It's like nowhere in Texas. Like you have to drive 2.5 hours to go to the mall.
Don't tell me that, because it's true. I have to drive like an hour to get to the nearest mall. Don't do that to me. You can't say these things. You can't hit me with that.
Listen, I live in a similar place, okay? I have to drive 3.5 hours to get to the nearest major city.
You poor thing. I don't have to drive that far. I live on the East Coast and we have Dunkin' all over here. So it is like an East Coast thing, okay.
It's very much an East Coast thing.
Aren't the East Coast and the Midwest kind of the same, though?
How
I don't know.
dare you? How
Aren't they kind of the same,
you?
though? Like, your guys are both
No.
cold.
So, what? No! We're actually cold. They're not actually cold. They don't actually get cold. They think, oh my god, it's 34 degrees. It's the coldest ever.
Hey, hold on. Can you do your JFK impression again? Can you do
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Can you just like do that JFK impression again, please? Can you just do that JFK impression again, please?
Oh my god. How dare it be this cold? The water is basically frozen, but is not in fact entirely frozen.
Okay,
It's just a thin film at the top.
Mr. President, we're currently live, and you need to say that so that it's actually like part of your campaign. You need to make the people believe it.
My fellow Americans, allow me to make a case for global warming. Never again will you have to step outside and see your own breath.
This is the shittiest JFK impression I've ever heard, but like, you started doing an East Coast accent and I was like, hey, that's JFK from Clone High.
It's not even that bad. There's worse.
Not as bad as your French accent, yeah, it's true.
Nothing's as bad as my French accent. That's the point.
Yeah, your French accent is, I'm pretty sure it's racist at this point. That's how bad it is.
It can't be racist. I'm part French. I'm the descendant of kings.
Are you? Because I don't think kings sound like that.
I mean, me and half of America. Yeah. Statistically speaking, you're a descendant of Charlemagne.
Really? He fucked that much?
He just fucked that long ago.
Oh.
You can either fuck a lot, or you can just fuck a really long time ago.
God.
Do a pretty good Roosevelt.
Do you pretty good what?
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt? Like Teddy? Or like
No.
Theodore? Or like FDR?
Teddy is Theodore.
Yeah,
FDR, yeah.
you know, I realized that when I said it. Man. I realized, don't worry, you don't need to tell me I'm stupid. I know. FDR. FDR. Wait, what does FDR sound like? Wait, did FDR exist when sound was a thing? Hey, was I just like so stupid I kind of just blue screened you a little bit? Is that the problem here?
No, my internet decided to completely.
Oh, you didn't
glitch.
hear me? Okay, so you didn't hear me say like probably one of the dumbest things I've ever said in a public environment?
No, I did not.
Okay, cool. I'm not repeating it.
Cool. It's there for posterity.
It's there for posterity, and you can, if you're really dedicated to making fun of me, you can go back and look at it at some point. But I'm not gonna give you that opportunity again.
Someone in chat, tell me. Tell me.
Baja blast.
Thank you for the hydrate. Wait, that was you motherfucker! God damn it. There, I took a sip. Anyway.
Good.
What does
Water
FDR
good
sound
for
like?
fungi. Well, I mean, there's the famous one. The only thing we have to fear.
No,
is
that is
fear
not
itself.
That is not what the fuck he fucking sounded like. No,
Yeah,
that's
it
not.
is.
No, it's not. You were lying to me on these Neopets.
I am not.
Why does he sound like that? That's not. No, he shouldn't sound like that.
It's what he sounded like.
It's a little embarrassing.
December 7th, 1941.
If I sounded like that, I would do voice training.
A date which will live in infamy.
Yeah. You know what else is gonna live in infamy?
That ass.
This dick!
Recording was around for FDR. Wait, what? Did you say the recording technology wasn't around for FDR?
I asked if FDR was alive when sound was a thing, okay? See? That's it! That's it! I'm stupid! I'm fucking stupid! I'm stupid! I'm dumb!
You're not.
You know
You're
this.
not. You're
It's
really
okay.
not. I had a friend.
I
Okay,
am.
no. Okay, you want to
Okay.
look? I had a friend who she thought that the United States was part of the Axis powers.
What? Does she know what the fucking Axis is?
She did not. She thought that Winston Churchill was an African American general in the United States Army.
Okay, I feel so fucking smart. I feel so smart suddenly. Because being like, oh, wait, when was FDR president? And then being like, no, he was president in the fucking 30s. Wait, was sound a thing in the 30s? I was thinking of television. Because as soon as I said, when
It was
sound...
also a thing.
What? TV?
It was also... Yeah, you can watch him give his inauguration
You
speech.
can?
Yes!
In the 30s?
Yeah!
Who the fuck had a TV in the 30s?
Yes! There... You can see... There was TV in the 20s!
What?
Yeah!
No, the fuck there wasn't. You are lying to
Yes,
me
there
on
was.
these Neopets.
I'm not!
Stop lying to me on these Neopets.
I'm not!
Yes, I'm stupid. Chat, I'm stupid. I thought you knew this. I don't have a brain. I have a mycelial network. You knew this. You
Buster Keaton
motherfucker.
was doing all of his best work in the 20s.
Who's Buster Keaton?
Oh, one of the greatest comedians of all time!
So like Groucho?
Everything that Groucho ever did or knew, learned from Buster Keaton. Everything everyone funny ever learned or did, they learned from Buster Keaton.
Okay, but I know Groucho and I don't know Buster Keaton.
That's because Buster Keaton has been forgotten because time is awful to people.
A fuck. Time is a
Time
fuck.
is a fuck.
So true, bestie. So true.
Like, that was actually one of his later films, and that was released in 1926. Like,
Wait, what
Buster was
film?
doing a lot of work. The General, one of his later films. It's a very funny film.
Is it still? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Hold on. Is it funny by like today's standards, or is it funny by like then standards?
I would say it is funny by modern day standards if you ignore a couple sort of like extracurricular things.
Ah, gotcha. Because like a lot of comedy is like subjective and like kind of based on the
This
era.
is slapstick, like
Oh.
physical comedy, like the Eternal stuff.
Always gonna be funny. Always funny forever and
Like
ever.
Keaton did stuff. Like Keaton is the person who like started the whole like trend. Like Charlie Chaplin learned all of his stuff watching Buster Keaton. So like,
Which one?
Yeah.
Who did the biscuit dance?
I don't know.
Who invented the biscuits dance?
Yeah, Buster's first film came out in 1920. The silent era of motion pictures is defined as 1894 to 1929. So
1824?
1894.
1894, okay.
Yes. Yeah, the General is a very, very, very good film. You should watch it. It's really, really, really funny. It's just, it's describing, it's a humorous take on a real story set during the American Civil War.
What was that?
And what?
Did you hear that? Am I an insane person?
What?
Did anyone? It just sounded like there was a crash or something.
I might have hit my boom.
Oh, okay. Whew, okay. I was like, what the fuck? What the heck?
But yeah, so like, it's just set during the American Civil War, and our protagonist is a Southerner.
Ah. Oh, noes.
It doesn't deal with any of that stuff. It doesn't talk about it. It doesn't show it. It doesn't do anything like that. But like, that exists. There's a context to that. The hero of our play is a Southerner. So like, you know, these are all things you have to consider. But like, the film itself is very funny. Civil Warion.
Civil Warion. God. Hey, look.
Oh my gosh.
It's Helen!
It's Helen.
She looks good. She looks good. That's what you're gonna look like on on the show. So, congratulations.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah. I'm not doing shading. I'm not doing shading on you guys. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm not strong enough.
I wasn't thinking you were.
No, it's I feel bad about not doing shading because I kind of eventually want to upgrade the Meowth model to be a little bit more like animated and a little bit more like high res. You know, I want to put like shading on Meowth and all sorts of that, and I'm not doing that for you guys. Yuki never throws shade on her friends, unfortunately not.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh God. Okay, well, congratulations! You have a PNG tuber now. You get to live next to me, and now I need to like. I guess you're like basically done too. Like your thing is set up, unless I want to do anything else for you, but I kind of don't. So, yeah,
I mean, theoretically, you could do Napoleon.
I could do Napoleon. The only problem is Napoleon isn't going to have any, isn't going to like talk, right? And if Napoleon does talk, I'm going to be talking as Napoleon because
exactly. Napoleon would talk.
Well, Napoleon would talk, but also we don't need Napoleon. We don't need Napoleon to have a fun little PNG tuber model because we can just use this. I'm just gonna have the like official art.
You just have to draw a little Napoleon hat.
You really want me to draw your partner Pokemon, don't you? Despite the fact that it's just a fucking Eevee. What?
Isn't that the point of Pokemon?
Yeah, a little bit to have them like reflect. Suck my ass. But what is different about Napoleon, your partner Pokemon, than any other Eevee? Riddle me that. What would I do to this picture to make it Napoleon and not just Evie?
A little Napoleon hat.
I hate you, 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 I hate you. You understand? Do you know? You understand?
I'm not quite sure I got it. Can you say it again?
I hate you! It's Cowhouse! I have to do line art. Like, I wanted to finish this today at some point. I have to actually get back to doing work at some point. Technically I did something productive because I made your PNG tuber. But
you sure did.
I still
very productive.
It is very productive. That's like one of the most important things of this thing that I'm doing. But I do need to finish this NPC art at some point in my goddamn life. So now we're gonna be doing boring stuff instead of me trying to figure out colors, which was equally boring. So really, the stream's gonna stay the same quality, guys. Don't touch that dial.
You're not gonna give an Evie a little Napoleon hat?
I'm not giving your Evie a goddamn Napoleon hat. I'm not doing it. I'm not goddamn doing it. That is like the last thing I would do to make your Evie special out of anything else. I'm not giving it a Napoleon hat.
Isn't that also like the Pokemon thing to do?
No, I'm not giving your Eevee a Napoleon hat.
Is to just give your Eevee a little hat.
I'm not giving your Eevee a fucking hat.
Give your Pokemon a little hat.
Listen. If you can think of something that's not giving your Eevee a goddamn hat, I will do that. I will do a fun little edit of the official art so I don't have to draw it. I'm not giving your Eevee a goddamn hat. I'm not doing it. I love myself more than that.
That's a lie.
You're right, it is. I have very low self-esteem.
You do.
No! You're not supposed to fucking agree with me! I have clinical depression! You can't say these things!
Who doesn't? It's 2024.
No! I'm special, I have a diagnosis! Stupid. So fucking dumb. We're just like, what? I feel like we haven't been like this chaotic in a VC in a very long time. I feel like most of our VCs are just like, we talk about stupid shit and we get a little too heated about it, and then we watch like some YouTube together. But no, we are like full on slinging shit together at each other today.
No, this is pretty much how our VCs go.
Is it?
Except usually all of the energy is directed towards something else. We usually watch something. We watch a horrible food crime, and then all of our energy is directed
into the fucking food crimes. Yeah, that's true. Because we're talking
instead of at each other.
Because we're talking about like your character, so it's kind of like we are at each other's firing lines, aren't we? This campaign's gonna be a fucking travesty. I just know it.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good.
I really want to talk about it, but like, I want to talk about, okay, here's what I want. I want you to go away so I can start giving spoilers to chat. Which is what I've been doing while I've been working on this. Like, do you see this guy right here that I'm working on right now? He's cool. I love him a lot. He has a whole backstory that is not going to appear in the campaign, and I just info dumped it at chat the other day. And you know what?
Nice.
I can't do that because what if it does show up in the campaign at some point, and I can't have you know it.
Oh, I would 3,000% punish you.
Yeah, you would. Like,
I would 3,000% punish you.
You can see his name, right? His name's Josie. Okay, cool. That's not a spoiler. You can know that his name's Josie. Yeah, but if I were to be like, oh my god, Josie would be such a cool person to have show up at this event in the story. But, and I gave you this lore drop on Josie right now. When you saw Josie, you would use that lore drop against me, because you would just know like, it's Josie. And because of what I know about his fun little backstory, I know why Josie's here, and I would kill you.
Oh no, that's not what I would do. That's not what I would do.
What the fuck would you do, my boy?
I wouldn't. I would use this information to manipulate your boy into horrible situations.
Why would
that
you do that
would
to him?
know.
Why would you do that to him?
Because you spoiled it for me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Because, like, knowing someone's backstory and their whole deal is fun to discover, like, in the moment. Mm-hmm. And if I just, like, info dumped it at you...
and get to know him.
Exactly.
And if you just info dump him, I'm gonna get him killed.
Don't kill Josie! You can't kill Please do not kill Josie. I love him so much. He's such a baby. He is my baby boy! Sure, chaotic, neutral. A little bit. My entire fucking friend group is just chaotic aligned. No. Mal is so lawful aligned, it's almost embarrassing.
Oh.
No. Dude, you don't live with Mal. You're not married to Mal.
I don't.
Mal is so fucking lawful aligned. It is downright shameful sometimes. Like, Mal has a cop that lives in their head hardcore, and it's embarrassing. And this is the second time I've just roasted Mal on stream. I feel
Mal's fantastic.
Mal's great. I would not be married to them if they weren't fantastic. No, that's true. Mm-hmm.
It's true.
They're also just so embarrassingly lawful aligned. Lawful neutral or lawful good? I'd say Mal's lawful good. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, so I have opinions on the tree, you know.
No, I agree. The lawful chaotic, you know, good evil split, it's very reductive and it's hard to like put people in boxes like that. But I'd say Mal's lawful good.
I think that Mal is a very good person who follows a very strict moral code.
And that moral code is so boring and so sad.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm also extremely good aligned. I'm very good aligned. I'm also extremely chaotic aligned. I will shoplift from a Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
But I will only shoplift from a Walmart at like 3 a.m. when I know I'm not going to get caught.
That's just smart. That's not really...
Mal will not shoplift from a Walmart under any circumstance whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I would say you're definitely more chaotic good. If we're going by the, like, traditional...
Despite the fact that I do want to conquer the world. Like, just minus that, chaotic good.
No, see, that's such a chaotic good, like, position to have. Is like, I want to conquer the world, but I will do absolutely nothing to further this agenda. It's a desire, but it's not, like, something you're working towards.
How dare you? What do you think the YouTube channel is? You know, Machiavelli said he'd rather be feared than loved. Who is more loved than an influencer?
I feel like you didn't make the point you think it made. I mean, you just roasted yourself there.
I'm done. I'm graduating. Fucking graduating, and you're the reason. God.
I think Machiavelli is the reason you're graduating.
No, you're the reason. It's your fault. I can't be mad at Machiavelli. He's dead. Congratulations. My 13th reason why. Jesus Christ.
Dark.
God. Hate this. God. So you're saying my world domination plan is flawed?
I'm saying that your world domination plan is it's the aspirational, it's the what is it? It's the dream board of plans.
The dream board of plans. Am I supposed to have my feelings hurt right now?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna trust you on that. You've steered me wrong before, but I don't think you will this time.
When have I steered you wrong?
You know what they say.
When have I steered you wrong?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 13 times, shame on me, and we're only at 12.
Thought you were about to pull out the George Bush. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you again.
What?
That is a real thing that he said.
No, he did not. Oh my
yes, he did.
God, no, he the fuck did not. He's not that stupid.
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Here, I'm gonna pull up the exact quote.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you again. Oh, God. He really thought he did something there, huh? He really thought he was missaying that.
Here's what he said. He said this in Nashville, Tennessee in 2002.
God,
he said,
Christ.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again.
Jeb Bush wouldn't have gotten that quote wrong.
Jeb Bush would not.
Jeb Bush, I mean, honestly, here's what I think.
Please clap.
Yeah, here's what I think. Jeb Bush, 2019. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
It's his year.
Oh man, I forgot how many stupid things that man said.
Please clap. Everything is Jeb. God. Dumb. Yeah, definitely one of the presidents of all time.
One of the presidents.
One of the presidents of all time.
May 10th, 2000. I think we can agree the past is over.
You know what? I'm always saying this. So true, bestie. Wait a statement of facts. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? So, philosopher of our age.
So true.
So fucking true, bestie. Oh my God. Yes, queen. Go, girl. Give us nothing inside your head. God. What do you think they're like? What do you think that like Christmas at the Bush household is like? You know?
Oh man, it's gotta be so tough for Jeb.
No.
Like,
Jeb's the best brother. Like, he's the best brother. I think that like they're all in awe of his just total prowess.
Of his Jebness.
Yes, he's Jeb.
Yeah, but just think, like, he's the one who couldn't make it.
No, he made it. Don't you remember? Jeb Bush, 2019. It's his year.
It's his year. Oh, man.
It's his year every year. What's wrong with you? I don't think you're not a real... I think you're a fake Jib-believer. Jib-believer?
Jebion.
Jebion!
The dream Eevee.
The most powerful Eevee.
Most powerful.
Do you think he knows?
No, that would be the next evolution, which would be his mega evolution, which is Jebion Bushion.
Jebion Bushion. Christ. Do you think he knows? Like, do you think he knows? Like, in his heart, do you think he knows? Or do you think it's just like...
I'm like, not sure.
In his heart, do you think he knows? Or in his heart, do you think he like doesn't believe, you know?
I don't know how he can, like, wake up in the morning and, like, if he knew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I just don't think there's any coming back from that. Like, he has to live in a happy little delusional world because there's no
like he can't
like,
know.
There's
like,
no
he
existing.
He just can't know.
He can't know. Like it's like that has to be how it is at the Bush household in Christmas time. That don't say anything if Jeb realizes. If he realizes,
you have to hype him up so hard every day of your life. Whenever you are speaking to Jeb, he is the hypest motherfucker you know. Yeah.
Just George and now Barbara just call him every day and they're like, "Hey, how's it going, slugger?"
That's exactly what I was about to say. God. How's it going, champ? How's it going, champion?
How's it going, champion?
You'll get him next time. No, you'll get him this time because, you know, it was really a success. God. So stupid.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, honestly. Like, if he knows, he's a stronger man than I am. If he doesn't, he's a fucking pussy willow.
I mean, I think that if he knows, he might be the strongest man in the world.
Yeah, honestly. Like, real. When did this become a Jeb Bush... The roast of Jeb Bush stream?
The roast of Jeb and George.
The roast of Jeb and George. God. Yeah. Yeah. One of the great things about books is sometimes there are fantastic pictures. That sounds like a George Bush quote. I refuse to believe that man is literate.
That man graduated from Yale.
Let's see, what do I want to do? What do I want to do about that information? What do I want to do? Like, what does that information fill me with? Existential ennui, first and foremost, but, like, what do I want to do with it? I want to... Here's what I want to do. I want to make a big bowl of pudding, right? And I want to put that, I want to, like, make, like a pudding pie, right? And I want to bake that pudding pie, and I want it to be, like, really good and really pretty, right? And what I want it to do is I want that pudding pie, I want to put my face in it, and I want to drown myself in it. That's what I want to do about that information.
Yeah.
Dude, these skinny jeans make him look so
He
juicy.
graduated from Harvard Business School.
God.
And is the only U.S. president to have ever earned an MBA.
I'm done. The man has a master's.
He has a master's.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, this is not making my self-esteem any better. Oh,
oh, man.
Embarrassing. Worst part is I'm going to be a fucking business major. I hate it here. I do not want to be among the likes of Jeb. Well, actually, hold on. I think I'd be honored to be among the likes of Jeb. But, like, oh, God.
Who wouldn't?
Honestly.
That towering titan.
I don't think we as a human species deserve to walk the same earth as Jeb. That's all I'm fucking saying. Like, I'm not saying a lot, but that's all I'm fucking saying. the true animal.
When
of a
Alexander
man.
Hamilton said, "If men were governed by angels," he was talking about Jeb Bush.
He was. He really was. Jeb is so powerful that his influence extends all the way to the founding of America, and that's why they made America for Jeb. It's his year, 2019. Border relations between Mexico and Canada have never been better. So fucking true, bestie. I'd argue to say that Mexico and Canada have had some of the best fucking border relations in the entire history of the Earth. It's true.
For the most part.
For the most part. When have they not had good border relations?
I mean, I guess it depends on how you define...
Well, their borders, their border relations have always been great. There has never been a single issue with the border between Mexico and Canada.
Well, okay, so... technically not true. When Mexico owned what we now call California, they had a territorial claim on the Puget Sound, what is now the, dividing area between Washington State and British Columbia. And they had an actual, claim on... They made a claim on that territory. The British, the Canadians, made a claim on that territory, and we made a claim on that territory. So, in point of fact, there was a brief... But tiny...
Ever since then, never been better.
Never been better. Ever since then, after that brief moment when, somebody decided to go to war for some reason, and things happened, and
never been fucking better. And you know what?
California and Texas get to join the Union.
Yeah, and honestly, so real of George Bush to point that out. Honestly, we really needed to know that information.
Yes, very true.
Yeah, this is more what it's usually like, just roasting clowns into oblivion instead of being the clowns.
I mean, I'm not the one who asked if FTR was around for sound.
Hey, I got boxes of pudding in my fucking cabinet right now. I can make a pudding pie anytime I fucking like. You know that, right? I don't have to sit here and take this.
Your stream.
You're right, it is my stream. I'm god of all I survey.
Exactly.
Stupid. Men are like bank accounts. Without a lot of money, they don't generate much interest. Yeah, he would know. Whoa! That was good, right? That was good?
Yeah.
That was good? Thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes I like to pretend that I'm smart and clever and witty. That's why I'm a VTuber.
You are smart and clever and witty. Don't say mean things about yourself.
Thank you for the validation, chat. Calls you chat without a hint of irony.
I mean, I am the only one watering the fungi.
It's fine. I don't need to be watered.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Chat, get on this.
I'm fine. I have water right next to me and I have been sipping from it. It's just, there's not you can't see it because I'm not a face streamer. I'm not a flesh tuber.
A flesh tuber.
Yeah. I said what I said.
Meat potato.
I said what I fucking said.
A flesh tuber.
Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead.
It's very TikTok up here.
Thank you. You act like you're not, like, constantly sending me TikToks.
I am constantly sending you TikToks.
You are constantly sending me TikToks, and I am not watching a single one of them. I am never on TikTok, and I have never been more enlightened. I'm so goddamn enlightened.
You hate me.
No, I don't hate you, I hate TikTok.
I mean, it is like a black hole.
Yeah, exactly. Horrible. I don't need that energy in my life.
Black Holeon.
Black Holeon. Yuki
Yes.
Smartest mycelium VTuber. Only mycelium
Absolutely.
VTuber. Listen, all I'm saying is, you guys knew what the fuck you were getting into when you hit that subscribe button. Like, you guys knew, you understood. I have subscribers only turned on for a reason, and that's so people can know what they're getting into before they type a single goddamn word in my chat. I need you to understand. I need you to be exposed to a minimum of 60 seconds of my nonsense before you make that decision for yourself to introduce yourself to me. Do you understand this? I need you to know what you're getting into. And what you're getting into is, when was sound a thing? Stupid.
And whether or not Dunkin' Donuts is an East Coast thing.
I live in Texas! I don't even know if there's Dunkin' Donuts here!
Let's find out.
If you find a Dunkin', I'm not going to it.
I don't want you to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
I don't know, it just seems like it just seems like whenever you introduce me to like something that's not in like that's not like accessible to me, you want me to go there.
There's a bunch of them. There is a bunch.
And the closest one is 2 hours away.
No, there's a bunch in Dallas. Like,
that is very far.
They're all over. They're all
not driving to Dallas. I hate Dallas.
There's some in
Dallas is actually one of the worst cities.
Houston. There's some in Galveston.
Especially not driving to Houston.
There's some in Lodi.
Where the fuck is Lodi, Texas? I've never heard of Lodi, Texas. What is Lodi, Texas? I think you made that one up.
Oh, it's right there.
6 like Culver's or 6 Dunkin' Donuts?
Dunkin' Donuts.
In Baltimore?
There's some in Lubbock.
I'm not going to fucking Lubbock. What is there to do in Lubbock? What is in Lubbock?
Go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Go to Dunkin' Donuts, apparently. Wow.
West Odessa. There's
I'm
really
glad I went to
Odessa, Texas.
I'm really glad I went to Lubbock to see the scenic Dunkin' Donuts they have. This is a great use of my vacation time.
What's this urban center? Killeen?
Killeen.
I don't know.
That's what I'm gonna be doing to myself here in a minute. I should not be saying shit like that.
Hewitt, Texas.
Where the fuck is Hewitt, Texas? Where the fuck is Hewitt?
It's between Austin and Dallas.
Okay. A lot of things
There's
are between
some in
there,
San
that's all I'm
Antonio.
saying, but you know, okay, it's fine. Yeah, sure, why not? 6 like Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm just saying. There's
Okay, yeah, you're just saying.
There's 196 Dunkin' Donuts in Texas.
Okay. How many of them are near me? None we've established so far.
Well, I don't know where you are, so
yeah,
I don't know.
Fair.
Maybe they're right next. Maybe they're two blocks down.
I would know if they were 2 blocks down.
Maybe you're in Beaumont.
Don't dox me. I'm not in Beaumont, Texas. I don't even know where Beaumont is.
It's right on the border with Louisiana.
Oh. Texas is pretty big. Yeah, Texas is like... I think
Texas is so big.
So big. We're as so big as like 6 states.
Well, depending on the states, but yeah.
Yeah. I think
the biggest.
I think 6 is like the average. Like, if you average the size of all the states, other than like our Alaska.
Yes, that one.
Do you guys understand? Do you understand why this is why I'm still at 3 viewers. This is why I'm still at 3 average viewers. Shit like that. Anyway, no, doesn't have anything to do with the long unplanned hiatuses and the mid-content. No, it's me not being able to talk correctly. No, where I heard that statistic is, like, if you took the average of all the states, then that average size, you could fit about 6 of them into Texas. Isn't that crazy?
Texas is a big place.
Texas is fucking insane.
I mean, the real problem is that the average gets brought down by New England. Like, New England
that's true.
Brings everything down. Because there's like 8 states there. They're all tiny.
Yeah,
you look at the rest of the country, they're massive.
They're normal size.
They're massive, but they're like New Hampshire, Vermont.
I don't think those are even really states.
Delaware.
I think you're just making up states. Because they're so
Maryland.
small. They're so small. They
Rhode
might as well not
Island.
even exist.
Right?
Dumb. And you're telling me those motherfuckers have how many electoral votes?
3.
That's 3 too many. Disenfranchise New England.
Say that to Wyoming, which manages to be one of the larger states in the Union while also being the least populated.
That's bonkers.
Only 500,000 people in Wyoming.
Well, isn't Wyoming also just, like, full of fucking Mormons? They can have it for all I care.
No, that's Utah.
Oh, okay. Same state, really.
Population-wise, yeah.
Texas is like 1,500 Delawares. Holy shit. That's so many Delawares. We don't need that many Delawares. I think we should have less Delawares, and that's my entire... You know what? That's my campaign.
Delaware, am I right?
Delaware, am I right, gamers? Smash that like. In Delaware, the fridges are allowed to vote now.
Well, I mean, have you heard the fridges are running? For office.
Bottom. Is your refrigerator running? For office. God.
Here's a fun fact. There are more Americans living north. More Americans live further north than all of Canada.
Fascinating.
Yeah, because most of their population is just concentrated in this tiny little area.
Yeah, like Toronto and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the big cities.
Area.
Yeah.
Yep. And so
they've got a lot of land and they don't do nothing with it.
They sure don't.
What are you doing with all that land that you're not doing anything with? Like, what are you doing with it?
I mean, apparently they've got oil, so they better be careful.
That's what they're doing with it. Canada, run! Oh god, I forgot I didn't do the hands. I have to do the fucking hands. Don't laugh at me! You don't know my pain.
I don't.
You don't. You're not an artist.
Hey!
You're a artist.
I'm an artist. I am an artist.
You're not a 2D artist. You don't do.
I'm not a 2D artist.
Yeah, you don't draw. That's what I'm saying.
I'm a clicky artist, not a drawy artist.
God, I fucking hate doing line art. It's so boring. I'm more of a con artist. But
Oh.
God.
I have a game.
Okay, what's your game?
Can you pass this "Are you smarter than a third grader" history test?
I hate you so much, and we're doing this right now on stream. This is like a Yuki quiz or something?
It's from BuzzFeed.
Yeah, send me the fucking BuzzFeed quiz. We're doing it. Send me the goddamn BuzzFeed quiz. We're doing it, and I'm gonna prove once and for all that I'm not a fucking idiot into chat. I'm doing the BuzzFeed quiz. I don't even fucking care at this point. Hold on. Yeah, we're distracted, but I'm not an idiot.
You're not.
Who gave the I have a dream speech? That's fucking MLK. Oh, correct.
Right.
See, I'm smart. How many terms did George Washington serve as president? He served 2, and that's how we got the 2 president, the 2 thing. He said stepped down after 2 terms because he didn't want to have kings. 2.
Incorrect.
Who was the first woman to try and fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? That was Amelia Earhart. Sluts. I know her. She's Princess Carolyn's favorite. Louisiana Purchase was the deal between the United States and which country? French! That's why Louisiana got so much good Cajun food! Because France was there! Who's known for work in the Underground Railroad? Harriet Tubman! Yes! She's based and also a Chad! What was dumped in the Boston Harbor? Tea! Who is George Washington's vice president? Treasurer? Definitely old. Definitely like old, but not John Adams? Cause his vice president became the next president. Oh! Let's go! Let's fucking go! Who is a leader in the women's suffrage movement? Susan B. Anthony? Ooh! Susan B. Anthony? More like Susan B. Chadthony. Lincoln was the... 11th? I'm gonna use good test-taking skills. I'm gonna come back to this one. Which of these states was not one of the original 13 colonies? How many years is Civil War left? I know this one! She's got $1! Oh no! He was the 11th, right? No, don't tell me, chat! Chat, you can't tell me! I can't cheat! No, the teacher's gonna take my paper! You can't tell me! He was the 16th. Thank you, chat! Okay, hold on! It's Vermont! Because it's not named after something stupid and British! How many years is Civil War last? 6? No! Okay, one question. I got all the other ones right. No, I'm allowed to get one question wrong. It's still like gonna be a 90%. 19th. 19th Amendment! I scored better than 95! I got 12 out of 13 correct! I got an A! I got an A on this test, okay? I got an A! What the fuck did you get? Rip 3rd graders! Yeah! I slammed all over those 5th graders with these... Yeah! Why are you so mean to me? Why are you so mean to me?
Amazing.
You almost embarrassed me in front of the entire chat. Again! Again!
Oh, man. This needs to be like a consistent segment.
No, it the fuck does not! I don't need to be stupid on stream, okay? I already do that unintentionally.
Oh.
I hate it here.
To be fair, you wouldn't have gotten the Lincoln one.
No, I might have.
You were thinking he was the 11th.
I was thinking he was the 11th. It makes sense.
It does.
4 years? In between all of them? Oh wait, some of them died like really fast. Okay. That's probably.
You know which one? It's a 3-namer.
I know that much.
I'll give you the first one. It's William.
Oh, okay. I was already wrong. I thought it was John.
No, John Quincy Adams did not die in office.
Shut up. Don't look at me. Reinforcing Yuki's low self-esteem during line art segment. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's like you want me to bake a pudding pie. Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Never.
Because that's
I wouldn't get more of these segments.
God, I hate you so much. Is this how nemesis are made?
A righteous infliction of retribution, manifested by an appropriate agent.
You know what? You know what? You know what?
You know what I'm really doing?
What?
I'm just collecting notes so that I can then slip this into the campaign.
I hate you. I hate
we're
you.
Gonna be looking. We're gonna be looking at a fresco, and then Helen's just gonna be like, "Oh man, that was so long ago. Do you think sound was invented?"
No, you're so mean because you convinced me to make a self-insert NPC too.
I did.
You convinced me. You convinced me to make a self-insert NPC too. I hate you. Like, why did you do this to me?
Because it's amazing.
God.
I love it.
You know, I'm just realizing I should have made the self-insert NPC Yuki. And I didn't, because I've already made them. But I should have made the self-insert NPC Yuki. Ah, if only.
If only.
If only. If only I was smart enough. We've gone through 2 furret walks over the course of this stream. They're only an hour each, but like, 2 furret walks is still a lot of furret walking. He must be tired by now.
He probably is. So
yeah.
Those little paws.
Oh, look at him. He's walking so far. Oh, no. Look at him go. God, he's so fucking cute. Good fave. Good fave, honestly. Like, you don't usually have good taste, but in this one, really good.
No, I have the worst taste. It's trash.
It's true. It's true. So trash. So trash. Like, you did not pick a strong Pokemon, but you picked a good Pokemon.
I mean, look, if you're gonna spend if you're gonna spend the vast majority of your life in the Pokemon verse, not battling your Pokemon,
yeah,
definitely get either a utility Pokemon that's gonna help you in the job that you've chosen, or a cute one,
or a fucking cute one,
or a cute
a cute little bitch.
No.
Yep.
Don't even. Yeah. Charizard can eat my ass. No way.
Yeah. I concur. I mean, if I lived in the Pokemon universe, my partner Pokemon would be a Banette.
I don't know what that one looks like.
Banette is a ghost-type Pokemon. But specifically, they're a ghost-type Pokemon, and they feed on negative emotions, so I'd have a Banette as a service Pokemon.
Ah.
Yeah. And also, Banette, they're toys that have, their lore is that they're toys that came to life, right? So I'd think that maybe the Banette would be really, really happy and comfortable in my room, because I have a lot of toys and I have a lot of stuffed plushies and stuff in here. So it would be somewhere where it feels very comfortable and very at ease. So yeah, I'm not just thinking about what the Pokemon could do for me, but also, like, what kind of care I could provide to a Pokemon that would give it its best life.
Ask not what your Pokemon can do for you, but what you can do for your Pokemon.
I can't believe that guy was shot by a Remoraid. Mr. Mime can file my taxes. Honestly, Mr. Mime would probably be really good at filing taxes. Like, it's canon that Alakazam has the intelligence of a supercomputer, so, like, real talk, there are probably some Mr. Mimes that are certified public accountants.
I think they'd make great cab drivers.
Great what?
Cab drivers.
I do not want a Mr. Mime to drive a car. That is honestly horrifying to me. A Mr. Mime? You get into the car, and you're like, yeah, can I go to 26th and Broadway, please? Mr. Mime! Oh, Jesus Christ! I'd get the fuck out.
No, because you see, the car would be Mr. Mime's creation, so it doesn't take up any space. It'd be great. It'd be super efficient. It'd be so green.
Absolutely the fuck not. I hate this world you've concocted, and I'm gonna put it in the campaign. I love that. That's horrible. That's horrific.
Mr. Mime cabs.
Mr. Mime lift. Mime lift. I hate it here. I hate it here. Can you stop having a massive fucking brain for like 2 seconds, please? You're making the rest of us feel bad. Yeah, Chad, I'm lumping you in here with me. We're all the same.
Just as Mr. Mime intended.
As what?
Just as Mr. Mime intended.
Mr. Mime? What does he have to do with this?
He wants everything to be the same.
He wants everything to be the same? What? What? No, what? Why does Mr. Mime want everything to be the same? Am I missing some lore?
Well, okay, so everything is just air. Just creation of imagination. There's no reality to it. So all the differences, all the things that you think make them different, just in your head, man.
I haven't had enough weed brownie for this.
Do you think Mr. Mime would be, like, a good, like, companion for a trip, or do you think the worst companion for a trip?
Oh my god. I don't know. I have never done drugs. I'm not cool. I don't do drug. I am the
but
drug.
You're an artist.
I'm the drug that people do. What does me being an artist have to do with drugs?
Artists do drugs.
I do drugs?
Artists do drugs.
I don't. No, we don't. I don't. There's a fallacy here. I don't know which one it is, but there's a logical fallacy happening here. What is it? False equivalence? Is that it? Am I right?
It's just a gross generalization.
But no, that's it's a fallacy, right? When it's like, oh, A is equal to B, and B is equal to C, so A is equal to C. That's a fallacy, right?
Yes, that is a fallacy. But
Yeah, and that's what you're doing.
It's not.
Yuki is an artist. Artists do drugs. Yuki does drugs. That's a fallacy.
It is. It's not.
I'm doing it right. I am doing smart right. I thought of something that you didn't. I'm smart, and you this is proving it. And my BuzzFeed quiz results.
You're 11 of 13.
How about You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? You know, because I certainly don't. How have we gotten on the through line of Yuki is stupid? Like, how did that evolve as just the natural comedic through line?
Because you keep jamming it in there.
I'm smart, I promise!
The only one who's disagreed with that is you.
Trust nobody, not even yourself.
Oh. It is almost 5 o'clock.
Do you want to go to bed?
I do.
Okay.
I am going to depart.
Pussy.
And you can continue to do your line art and spill all of the beans.
Pussy.
But you have to do a big disclaimer because I am going to watch through this again.
Oh,
so
God. Yeah,
I'll sound in real time.
I'll threaten you. Don't worry, I'll threaten you.
Okay.
If I start talking about spoilers, I'll make sure I preface it with a very, very unambiguous threat of bodily harm to your Blorbos.
Not my Blorbos. Don't hurt them.
I will put your Blorbo in the Plinko machine. If you watch spoilers, I swear to God.
Okay.
Good night.
Night.
And there was one. Well, now unfortunately all you guys have to deal with is Yuki in the raw. No co-star to make Yuki funnier than they actually are. So, how are you? What's up? What's good with chats? How unfortunate. You know, I thought I could at least rely on my fans. Trust nobody, not even yourself. Pretty good, pretty good. Chilling. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. I'm glad. I'm also gonna turn off Fur at Walk now, just because... Lord, if I have to listen to the Accumula Town theme for longer, I don't know what I'll do. Something involving pudding, most likely. I will say I'm very happy that I'm so close to being done with this, because I think once I finish Josie here, I think I'm probably gonna end stream. Just cause I am pretty glad that I was able to make a PNG tuber today, though. That was nice. You know what I should probably do? I should probably make sure that I'm no longer in a Discord call. Haha. Ha 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 ha. Ye fucking ha. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really close to finishing this. I think I just need to do the hands and the feet, and it should be done. And this hand sketch has turned out pretty good, so there's probably not going to be a lot of, like, I didn't have to do a lot of finagling to get these hands looking okay. Which is nice. I like it when I don't have to stress super hard about making things look good, and they just, like, look good. I don't know if you guys know this, but, Art kind of sucks. Case in point for art sucking, how many times I had to redo that one single line. Nice. Hell yeah. Oh my god. That's good, right? Ugh. I'm accepting that. I'm not dealing with that. Oh my god, it's almost done! Hell yes! Oh, I just looked up and I realized that it's almost done. Oh, life is so good. Nice. I'm eating a little bit of regretty spaghetti because I only ever blocked out these feet and I never gave, like, any details to them. So I genuinely have no clue what kind of shoes he's wearing. I need to look at reference images. Actually, wait. Fuck! That does not help me! So this is like the guy he's based off of because he's a player. This is the player character from XD Gale of Darkness. The character I'm drawing right now, his name is Josie. He's my headcanon player character for XD Gale of Darkness. He went on the whole adventure. That's Josie's whole deal. Fuck! Fuck, I didn't warn. Morgan, don't watch this! If you're watching this, pretend, stop watching. You can know that much, because I know the words XD Gale of Darkness mean fucking nothing to you, but anyway, this is what he looks like, right? And these are his shoes as he appears in the game, and that's nothing. I can't do anything with that. So I'm wondering where I can find, like, good shoes. They have some Kingdom Hearts ass feet, just a little bit. You know what? I think... Where am I looking? I specifically want to look at, I want to look at Brendan or May. Because the reworked artwork for Brendan and May in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, right, looks really good. So I wonder if I can just search player, and there's art of all the different player characters. Yes, there is! Hell yes! Okay, so that's kind of what May's shoes look like. Brendan's wearing weird-ass water shoes. What are some other good shoes? Just good shoe inspiration, Cute slip-ons. Little slip-on sneakers. Sneakers. Lyra has, like, little toms. That's kind of cute. Water shoes again. Shoes of dunking. He got the fucking... What are those, like, basketball shoes called? He got those. Rose is wearing, like... Chucks. Tennis shoes. I'm getting vibes at the very least, which is nice. It's helpful. But, for like what silly details I can add to this to make them look good. So maybe something like I don't know. Like that. Like that. And then, like, a big, like, ring around the center of them. And then the treads idea that I had. That's pretty close to something that the games would already design, right? Maybe with, like, a... some kind of big tongue and, like, logo shape or something on it. I don't know, because, like, the idea here is that Josie's wearing, like, skinny jeans, and then... Fuck! I didn't turn off Firefox. I was just sketching these shoes! And, like, you guys didn't even see it. Like, the idea is, like, he's wearing just, like, normal style trainer shoes. And then he's got, like, these cute skinny jeans. So he's cute, and he's fashionable, and he's very, very, very gay. But he's not, like, lost that, like, Pokemon trainers, like, edge to him. You know what I mean? Give him Team Rocket thigh highs. Alternate outfit, Poka. So yeah, probably not, like, a big, like, tongue that would come out. Yeah, they're hitting the vibe, and that's the important part. Definitely have a little thing there, though, so they don't just, like, go up all the way. And I'm also probably gonna be lazy and just, like, transpose one to the other foot, and I don't have to do it twice. We've all done that, right? We're all guilty. Do we have the right foot positioned towards the camera? Absolutely not. I am not editing the sketch any further, because if I start editing the sketch, this stream will never end. It will never end. I'd like to go to bed at some point. There's a reason why, like, yeah, you're right. It probably would be good if I, like, had them in different dimensions. It would look more dimensional, but also, if I try to do things like that, I will obsess over them for too long and never finish anything. So, I'm trying to keep myself sane while I work on my art. Which I think is a bit of a noble goal to have. It's very easy to go a little insano style when doing art. Wow. Yes, I'm an artist. No, I can't draw. We exist. Have you wished Nolia a happy birthday? Oh my god, is it Nolia's birthday already? Holy shit. I haven't heard from her in a while, but I definitely should shoot her a message. Oh my god. I haven't talked to Nolia in a while. Man, time flies, you know? Super clean. Thank you! I'm very proud of it. I'm very happy with it. Hi, Simon. How you doing? Yeah. I sent Nolia, God, it's been a long time since I've talked to Nolia, but I remember we were sending memes to each other back and forth, for pretty solidly for a couple weeks there. And, last I heard from Nolia's doing really well. She was on this really big project at the studio she works at, and she was really excited to work on it, and it looked super cool. So that's the last I heard of her, but I remember she was doing really well. So I should definitely hit her up and, see what she's up to, since it's been a while. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm really bad at keeping in touch with people. I'm going to accept that, because if I don't accept it, we're going to be here all night. I'm currently at work, so I probably won't be able to stick around for long. That's all good, because I'm probably not going to be streaming for too much longer anyway, just because I'm almost done with this line art, and I'm probably either going to go to bed or go take a nap or, chill after this, so. Oh man, you really missed it, Simon. I had a friend with me earlier on stream, and they were keeping me company, while I was working on this, and you missed them. We were having a fun time. If anyone tells you I'm stupid, don't listen to them. They were just being mean and being poisoned. Having their brain poisoned. I'm actually very smart and very intelligent. The BuzzFeed quiz said so. Third graders got nothing on Yuki. Fucking nothing! Are you smarter than a fifth grader? More like, are you smarter than me? I'm a fucking genius. Boom. Boom! It's done! It's done! I'm not working. Oh, Radbat! Talk about bad fucking timing, Radbats! I just said that I was gonna end the stream as soon as I was done with this line art, and you came in like the second I finished it! Oh no, you poor thing! Poor thing. I woke up with bad heat. Oh no, I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better soon, Radbat. Og. Boom. It's done. It's done. I did it. Now I get to work on... Wait, how many more do I have left? How many other player characters do I have left? Okay. Mercedes, Silas, and Lisa. Let's go! I only have Mercedes, Silas, and Lisa to do. Mercedes, he's ready to go. Mercedes does not need any edits. He's, like, just ready to go. He's done. He's ready to be inked. I don't have to worry about him. Silas, I think I need to do a couple adjustments to him, but that's fine. I don't care. I will work on it. I'll deal it when I work with it. I've worked it in. I feel like crap. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Is there any chance you could call in? Because maybe if you have, like, a fever or something, you might be contagious. Lisa needs clean sketches, and Silas needs edits, but Mercedes is ready to go. And yeah, should definitely be good. Yeah. So yeah. We're popping off. We're almost ready. We're almost ready to play this campaign, guys. Extremely cool and extremely hype. I feel bad for everyone who's like showing up like right as I'm ending stream too. That sucks. Thank you guys all so much for showing up and hanging out with me, even if it was, brief. This is what we did today. We also did this! I colored one of the character that I did. This is one of my player characters. My friend was using it as a PNG tuber earlier, for those who missed it. It looks really good. It looks really good, and I'm very happy with it. So yeah. Extremely cool, extremely hype. More shit to work on next stream, so that'll be fun. Cool. Alright. I'm signing off. I love you guys. You're all very cool. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Maybe... Will I stream tomorrow? I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I picked up some hours at the pizzeria just cause, you know, if they're there, they're there. I'll need them. I'll need them if I very much am in fact getting laid off. So, I want to get as much as I can. So, yeah. All right. I don't know when you guys will see me next. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. I haven't decided yet. But yeah. Okay. Bye. 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 Where's the turn off button?